Hello everyone, my name is Salim and welcome to the Markets Breakdown and Analysis for Friday, the 24th of November 2023. We'll be breaking down chart to the exact zones where price will close for potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So looking at the daily candle for Thursday, now the daily has been bullish and there's something interesting on the follow time frame, but we will get into this shortly. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to review the weekly. So far the weekly candle has been bullish, coming up into a rejection wick formed from the last weekly candle. Also, when looking on the monthly time frame, the monthly candle is still bullish, but the monthly candle also is coming up into a rejection wick formed back in November 2015 within this monthly candle. So now going back to the most recent price action, and obviously the daily is bullish, but when dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, and what do we see here? There is a certain pattern that keeps repeating. So what do we see here? We have a 4-hour established at this level around 184.750. And then what do we see? We have a 4-hour candle closing strong bullish above this 4-hour resistance. But then shortly after that, we have some sort of a range, some sort of a consolidation zone formed on the hourly and 5-minute time frame. And the reason why I'm saying within the hourly and 5-minute time frame is because when you measure these two 4-hour candles, this is roughly around 40 pip range. But within these two candles, you can clearly see there is less volume. So more likely, price have been consolidating within this level. And then what do we see? Again, another 4-hour candle closing strong bullish, breaking above this 4-hour resistance, and then again getting into another range and forming a 4-hour range, a 4-hour consolidation zone. And again, what do we see? Another 4-hour candle breaking above this 4-hour resistance and forming a high, strong bullish candle. And then now price is doing the exact same thing where we did see within these two levels. So now to break down the chart, obviously the daily will be closing bullish and dropping down to the 4-hour time frame. And what we can see here, we have the most recent 4-hour support formed around 186.470. The most recent 4-hour resistance formed around 187.580. Dropping down to the hourly time frame, and now we have a new range on the hourly. So we can clearly see price have ranged for a while on Thursday. Yes, that's actually a range really. So the first thing we can identify here is we have an hourly support around 187.290. We have at the top of this range, looking at the 5-minute time frame, we can adjust the level of support at 187.250. A level of resistance remains the same, and then we're looking on a 15-minute time frame as well. We can adjust this level again on the 50-minute support around 187.170. And the level of resistance remains the same as well. So now to identify the no trade zone, and the first thing we can see clearly is this is a messy range. So this could potentially be the no trade zone. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look for potential buys above 187. Let's have a look actually on the left. Okay, so 187, we have 4-hour resistance, and then we have this hourly resistance. So ideally is to adjust it above this 1-hour resistance. So potential buys could be above 187.620, above this hourly resistance. Potential sells could be below 187.170, and this is going to be the no trade zone. And now to look for potential buys, I'm going back to the daily. So the first thing we can see on the daily is we have a bullish daily candle, not really a strong daily candle closing bullish, but this is still a decent bullish candle. But the first thing we can see on the left is we have a daily resistance formed around 187.990, almost 188. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame. We have a 4-hour resistance. Looking at the hourly, more likely will be the same level of resistance. We have an hourly resistance at this level as well. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, 5-minute resistance. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have the first target for buys at 188, targeting this daily resistance formed on the 15th of November 2023. The second target for buys, now what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to the weekly. And the potential target we could see here for a retest if price continued bullish is we have this previous weekly high formed around 188.280. Now zooming in and dropping down to the daily, what do we see? We have a again, this is a wick from that daily candle. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame, the hourly. Within the hourly time frame, we have this hourly resistance. This is actually a messy range on the hourly. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have the second target for buys at 188.280, anticipating the weekly candle to retest the previous weekly high. And now to look for potential sells and going back to the daily. So the first thing we can anticipate is if we were going to see price continuing bullish, is we need to see price retesting this previous daily resistance. So the first thing we can do, put a line at 186.790, drop it down to the 4-hour time frame. We have this previous 4-hour resistance around 186.830. Zoom in and drop it down to the hourly. Now we have this previous 1-hour resistance, looking at the 30-minute and the 15-minute time frame. Clean traffic on the left. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have the first target for sales at 186.830, targeting this previous 4-hour resistance. The second target for sales, we could have it at 186.470, targeting this 4-hour support.
Dominion Markets, your trading sanctuary.